Excellence, dear Vice Rector, Honorabilis, dear Vice Dean, dear graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor of welcoming you to this graduation ceremony at which our graduates will receive their diplomas. At our assembly, I would like to welcome the representatives of the academic community, Professor Tomáš Opatrný, the Vice Rector of the Palackého Univerzity, Dr. Jan Říha, the Vice Dean for Study of the Faculty of Science, who is appointed as a promoter at this assembly, Professor Miroslav Sirovátka, GLODEP Consortium Director, Professor Pascal Comte-Motel, GLODEP Local Director, University of Clermont-Auvergne in France, who is present online, and Professor Maria Sassi, GLODEP Local Director, University of Pavia in Italy, who is also present online. My name is Miloslav Dušek. I am the Vice Dean for International Relations here at the Faculty of Science. Your Magnificence, dear Vice Rector, let me now introduce 34 graduates of the Faculty of Science at the Palackého University in Olomouc who graduated in geography, the field of study, international and 2021. They also graduated in Joint Master degree at the University of Clermont-Auvergne in Development Economics and at the University of Pavia in Global Development Policy. And also 7 graduates who graduated in Geography, Erasmus Mundus Joint Master degree, Copernicus Digital Earth, Geovisualization, and Geocommunication, who also passed all the requirements in Paris-Lodron University of Salzburg. Graduates of International Development Studies are Mr. Muhammad Ali Anwar, born in Pakistan, Ms. Maria del Mar Andrade, born in Colombia, who is present online, Ms. Esther Zifa Bansach, born in Ghana, Mr. Edoardo Baradello, born in Italy, Ms. Radvil Bankauskaite, born in Lithuania, Mr. Paolo Barone, born in Italy, Ms. Marie Barrière, born in France, Mr. Joshua Angelo Bata, born in Philippines, Ms. Bethlehem Hail Mariam Bekele, born in Ethiopia, Mr. Dibekulu Mulu Birhan, born in Ethiopia, Ms. Fabiola Cañas Magaña, born in Salvador, graduated with honors, Ms. Titon Godsdo, born in Vietnam, Ms. Neem Donnelly, born in Ireland, Mr. Patrick Christopher James Ferrity, born also in Ireland, Mr. Francisco Antonio Gavidia Carranza, born in Salvador, Ms. Marah Hanoun, born in Georgia, Ms. Zena Aftab Hussein Makati, born in Pakistan, graduated with honors. Ms. Jessica Malinovsky, born in Germany, who is present online. Ms. Rafal Roshdi Ramadan Mohammed, born in Egypt, graduated with honors. Ms. Karina Narbikova, born in Russia. Mr. Jose Jeronimo Olvera Leon, born in Mexico. Ms. Anielus Concepcion Pastolero, born in Philippines. Mr. Luis Ernesto Pineda Salazar, born in Salvador, graduated with honors. Ms. Natalia Rios Pimiento, born in Colombia, who is present online. Ms. Elizaveta Rusakova, born in Russia. Ms. Urshina Shakia, born in Nepal. Ms. Ana Claudia Souza Cruz Teodoro, born in Brazil. Ms. Akilai Tazabekova, born in Kyrgyzstan. Ms. Harshita Takare, born in India. Ms. Natalia Valesco Cardona, born in Colombia. Ms. Meltrine Wonyoni, born in Kenya. Mr. Kazuma Yabe, born in Japan, graduated with honors. Ms. Tasnima Yasmin, born in Bangladesh. And the graduates of geovisualization and geocommunications are the following. Mr. Bismarck Ade, born in Ghana, who is present online. Ms. Sayana de Gorostizaga, born in Spain, who is also present online. Mr. Sheriff Oluwagbenga Jimo, born in Nigeria, who is also present online. Mr. Leonard Luz, born in Philippines, passed in honors. Ms. Rochamuti Rizkanofana, born in Indonesia, who is present online. Mr. Nelson Oliver Schäfer, born in Germany. Ms. Minha Noor Sultan, born in the United Kingdom. Okay. And Ms. Marah Hanoun, born in Palestine. And Ms. Anna Kundadze, born in Georgia.
Your Magnificence, the introduced candidates passed all the requirements like exams and practice, wrote their master thesis, and successfully passed the state examination with their master thesis defense. I'm convinced that they have all the prerequisites to be well qualified, to be specialists for their profession, and I'm kindly asking you for your permission to proceed with the ceremony.
Spectabilis, honorabilis, dear graduates, dear guests, ladies and gentlemen. With great interest, I have learned about the achievements of your students whose studies have been completed in collaboration with our friend universities in Italy, France, and Austria. Before proceeding, let me say a few take-home words. The time spent during university studies is often the most beautiful time that people remember throughout their lives. In your case, the situation was special. Pandemic time with many restrictions and hardships that made your activities quite unusual and complicated. Nevertheless, you struggled successfully and fulfilled all the requirements. That can make you reasonably proud. Still, more than pride, finishing university studies brings you responsibilities. There were many people that supported you during the time, your parents, families, or partners. But also many other people that you might even not know personally. People who paid taxes or supported various foundations whose financial contributions make university studies possible. Whenever you feel pride for your great success, you should also be humble and thankful with respect to them. Please return them their love and generosity. The university is happy whenever hearing news about their successful alumni. Please keep touch with your teachers and colleagues and let them know about anything interesting in your future career. That will help us to form better programs and make the education process more relevant. It will also strengthen the university as a living community of students, teachers, alumni, and all other colleagues that make the life here possible. Honorabilis, since all the requirements have been fulfilled, please complete the graduation ceremony.
Your Magnificence, thank you for your permission. I will gladly proceed with this graduation. Dear graduates, you have successfully finished your master's studies at Palackého University in Olomouc, University of Clermont-Auvergne, University of Pavia, and Paris-Lodron University of Salzburg. And now it is time to be awarded. However, before this act, you need to promise the following. Please stand up. I promise to pursue and continue to develop science and culture in my scientific and professional activities so that I never compromise the ideals of humanity and democracy. I promise to work and live so to spread honor and glory not only to the Faculty of Science of Palackého University, but also to my own country. You can sit down now. Mr. Muhammad Ali Anwar. Ms. Maria Delmar Andrade.
I promise.
Ms. Esther Zifa Banzach. Mr. Eduardo Baradello. Ms. Radvil Bankauskajte. Mr. Paolo Barone. Ms. Marie Barrière. Mr. Joshua Angelo Batta. Ms. Bethlehem Haimariam Bekele. Mr. Dibekulu Mulu Birhan. Ms. Fabiola Cañas Magaña. Ms. Ti Ton Godsdo. Ms. Neem Jonelli. Mr. Patrick Christopher Ferretti. Mr. Francisco Antonio Gavidia Carranza. Ms. Marach Hanoun. Miss Anna Kundadze. Miss Zena Haftab Hussein Makati. Miss Jessica Malinovsky.
I promise.
Miss Rafal Roždy Ramadam Mohamed. Miss Karina Narbikova. Mr. Jose Jerónimo Olvera León. Miss Anielus Concepción Pastolero. Mr. Luis Ernesto Pineda Salazar. Miss Natalia Rios Pimiento.
I promise.
Miss
I promise.
Jelizaveta Rusakova. Miss Urishna Shakia. Miss Ana Claudia Souza Cruz Teodoro. Miss Akilaj Tazabekova. Miss Harshita Takare. Miss Natalia Velasco Cardona. Miss Meltrine Bagnoni. Mr. Kazuma Yabe. Miss Tasnema Yasmin. Mr. Bismarck Ade. Miss Sayana de Gorostizaga. Mr. Sheriff Ulubabenga Jimo. Mr. Leonard Luz. Miss Rochamuti Riskofana. Mr. Nelson Oliver Schäfer. Miss Minha Noor Sultan. By this public promise, you have fulfilled the last condition, and I, the promoter, hereby declare you Masters of Science. Congratulations to you all. Dear graduates, to begin a new stage in your life, let us quote the sentence used to open the Roman assemblies. Quod bonum felix fastum fortunatum quesit.
Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to stand here today on behalf of my GLODEP Cohort 3 on the most important day of our academic journeys yet. Unfortunately, I do a very bad job in representing them because we are a group which is diverse in every dimension of human categorization possible. From Japan to Mexico and from Brazil to Russia, you can take a ride around the globe with us. In the past 2 years, I have never failed to learn something new whenever in the company of these amazing people. Our GLODEP journey has been an intellectually enriching one. But in addition to the knowledge and skills acquired through the hard work and dedication of our professors, we also learned how to do laundry in 3 and more different languages. In figuring out between ano, ui, and si, and with a minor in packing and unpacking, we stand here today as graduates of 3 different countries and universities in Czech Republic, France, and Italy. Thinking about our journey, I would like to read a few lines from the poem called Ithaca. This poem was shared with me by my groupmate and dear friend Natalia Velasco on a very, very cold night in Pavia. It goes as you set out for Ithaca, hope your road is a long one, full of adventure, full of discovery. Laestrygonian, Cyclops, angry Poseidon, don't be afraid of them. You'll never find that thing like that on your way. As long as you keep your thoughts raised high, as long as a rare excitement stirs your spirit and your body. With COVID-19 as Laestrygonian and months-long lockdown as Cyclops, we found ourselves implementing subjective well-being theories pretty soon in our lives, and sadly on ourselves. But together we survived the wrath of angry Poseidon, and we graduate today not as individuals, but as a group, as GLODEP Cohort 3. We dearly miss our friends and group mates who are attending this session online, and our family and friends who have supported us in this journey without falter. We would like to thank our professors, the administration of the 3 universities, student volunteers, professionals and trainers, sports teachers, and many others who contributed to our experience of the past 2 years. We would like to mention here the invaluable support we received from GLODEP Cohort 2 whenever we reached out to them. Finally, we would like to acknowledge the role of European Union in providing the framework of this cooperation. This created a space where students from scattered and sometimes conflicting realities could walk together on the path of knowledge and dialogue. In the end, today, we reach our Ithaca, completing our marvelous GLODEP journey. From our taste buds to our worldviews, this journey changed us so much. The journey which will continue to define us for the rest of our lives. Congratulations, and thank you very much.
Thank you for these nice words. And now I would like to ask our guest to say a few words too. First, Professor Pascal Comte-Motel from the University of Clermont-Auvergne.
Hello, do you hear me properly?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Your Magnificence, dear colleagues and students, dear family members, this short speech marks a particular moment in our universities and our joint Erasmus Mundus joint master's degree CLODEP. I intend to thank all the persons and contributors, honor our students, and look ahead. On behalf of my colleagues, teaching staff and administrative staff from University Clermont-Auvergne, I would like to thank the European Commission for its financial support. It gave us a unique opportunity to move forward, improve our administrative and teaching practices, elaborate new curricula, strengthen and initiate new partnerships. This year is exceptional because we received the approval and financing for another 4 years. My thanks go to also academic and non-academic partners. We solicit them a lot. We are particularly thankful to those who have given lectures, supervised our students for thesis writing and internships, or wrote reviews. I also thank colleagues, professors, and staff from Palackého University for their intensive work, Mirek, Simona Lenka, Evans Danek, and many, many others all year long, especially when they gently remind us of the tasks we have to do and often send late. Special thanks to you who have made this last day possible. The organization was no less than perfect. It was a challenge not to be disturbed by connection failures and some other technical issues. I award an A++ to you if I am allowed to do so. Also, I would like to thank my colleagues and staff from Pavia. I put a face to the names of several Italian colleagues, though we remotely met these last 3 days. Special thanks to Maria Sassi, with whom it is always a pleasure to collaborate. And eventually, I don't want to forget my colleagues, professors and staff from University Clermont-Auvergne. My special thanks go to Jean-François Brun and Claudine Belot. What a dream team here in France. Dear students from the third cohort, it has been a pleasure to welcome and teach you, welcoming you in all your diversity, citizenship, academic and professional backgrounds. It has been an opportunity for us to enrich each other. It has changed many things, including the way we teach and organize ourselves. The diversity of topics that have been dealt with in these comfort me that diversity is a true asset of this program. You've done a very good job. You have shown that adaptation is not a meaningless word, especially in times of a pandemic. As you may know, Welcome gives us a unique exposition to so many countries. So to illustrate that, I will exemplify one of the external effects of the GLODEP program. The GLODEP program now allows our university in France to offer a complete master's degree in development economics. We are very proud of this achievement, and it is in part thanks to you that it was made possible. We humbly hope you are well equipped now to undertake your professional projects. Let me conclude with Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, a French writer according to whom, so first in French, then in English, l'avenir tu n'as point à le prévoir mais à le permettre. In English, you don't have to foresee the future, but to allow it. I hope you are graduating with that in mind. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Motel. And our next guest online is Professor Maria Sassi from the University of Pavia.
You hear me?
Yes.
Your magnificent Professor Opatrni, honorabilis, international academic body, dear students and participants to this important moment. The University of Pavia is honored to be with you and share with you this important achievement of our GLODEP students, their master degree for which our students work so hard. Let me first of all thank you, the parents of our students, their family members, friends, and everybody involved in helping these extraordinary young people arrive at this moment. We could see the importance of your support in different moments during the academic years, and finally in the acknowledgement brought by our students in their thesis. You are an important part of their success, and I'm sure that you will never stop supporting them in their next professional steps. A special thanks goes to the GLODEP family. I would like to use these words to include everybody, but especially the director of this initiative, Mirek, and the local directors, Pascal Combet and Simona Sakarikova. Dear students, it was a great honor also for us to be part of your academic journey and see you moving towards today's important achievement. When we selected you, in you we saw important personal qualities that make you suitable for a job in the international development sector. Adaptability, flexibility, cross-cultural sensitivity, drive and determination to achieve results, to mention some of them. Now you have an additional element in your hands, a good master's degree that represents the basic entry-level requirements for this sector. What does it mean? It means that now you can start searching for a job in international development. But it also means that there are a wide variety of technical skills you must acquire. Therefore, never stop learning. But most of all, never stop using your ideas and creativity to promote development. And never forget that the notion of opening doors of opportunity to everybody is the core mission of our job in both development and humanitarian assistance, and especially in this difficult period. I also encourage you to stay in touch with your classmates, your professors, and other alumni. It is not a secret that in today's world, networking is a necessity, especially in the development sector. And we are very lucky with this initiative to have such a diverse and active network formalized in the Alumni Association. So use it in your favor. Share ideas and be active. Congratulations to all of you and all the best.
Thank you, Professor Sassi. And now it's time for a brief final speech by the director of the GLODEP Consortium, Professor Miroslav Sirovatka.
Your Magnificence, Spectabilis, Honorabilis, graduates, colleagues and guests. This and last year, about 50 students from more than 35 countries have graduated from our joint degree program, GLODEP. Most of them are present here and are enjoying these moments. In both years, the final state exam were conducted completely online, and none of you needed to travel to the Czech Republic to graduate, and yet you have traveled large distances for the ceremony. It seems the program fostered bonds with those people around you who, by the coincidence of life events, have become your classmates and later friends for life. Being exposed to so many different people is perhaps the greatest benefit of the program. While the accreditation documents tend to claim that you are supposed to learn from us, as we are officially designated to provide those services, how could you not have learned from your peers with such diverse backgrounds and accumulated life experiences? There was something that made learning within both cohorts more challenging. A virus that stopped by, and as it seems not to leave, we are likely to accept it unwillingly. You spent less time in the classrooms, but you also learned in a different way, and you are thus likely to be more flexible and resilient to sudden shocks. Sometimes it is better to understand seemingly negative life events as opportunities rather than shocks, rather than setbacks. Over these 2 years of your study, you might have experienced uncomfortable feeling of anxiety, futility, and disappointment when something did not go according to your expectations. That is no-brainer, of course, but it is good to realize that from the hindsight, most of these events become minor or negligible. Something that looks very important in one particular moment is usually not that heavy in the long run. I'm not speaking about the exact course of your life, obviously, as it is sure driven by millions of small events. What I mean is that it is usually not such a decisive factor in one's overall life satisfaction. I address this to you as you are smart and ambitious and now fresh university graduate, so you are likely to have big plans for your life. Follow them then. But do not be too disappointed when something fails, because this opens other doors. Worse or better, you never know, because there is no counterfactual. And look around. As some opportunities tend to be at close, you may just not spot them at the very moment. And now you are here, present, having emitted carbon dioxide to meet your friends, to enjoy these special moments. Not sure whether you considered this prize. But did I, when I took the chance to participate on such carbon-intensive and otherwise expensive program? This would be anyway an incomplete analysis, as ignoring either costs or benefit is a paved way for an F grade in economics. So I need to place a huge hope in you, that you will shape the world for the better, that the benefits will come soon, or will be extended long in the future, otherwise the discounting erodes them. So the program also involves some shared responsibility on your side. That should be directed especially towards those in the world who were not so fortunate. Remember that us being here is partly a luck that we all had in our lives, and we take no credit for that luck. I'm surely not advising you to live your lives as if they were meaningless, but the perspective of life as luck is refreshing and reminds you to be more humble about your successes. This ceremony will soon be over. I wish you luck, humbleness, and open mind. And remember, when something ends, it allows space for something new. Thank you.
Thank you. And this concludes the graduation ceremony. Thank you and goodbye.